Hello everyone, I am from Arihan College of Education. My name is Trishna Panmar and our today's subject is Maths, Standard 6. So before we start with our today's topic, let us know how much you remember from your previous class. So children, what is decimal fraction? I hope you all remember this. A fraction whose denominator is a power of 10 and whose numerator is expressed by figures placed at the right of the decimal point. We write decimal fractions with a decimal point and no denominator, which makes it easier to do calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division on fractions. So please observe the below image. It must be very similar, right? So 2 upon 10, 2 upon 100, 2 upon 1000. So how do we write it in decimal fraction? 0.2, 0.02, 0.002. Correct? I hope you all remember, children. Now let us see addition and subtraction of decimal fractions. You have done this also. So let us take the number 39 plus 700.65. So 39.00. Now if you read the first point in the image, line up decimals and fill in any empty places with zeros. You know that, correct? So if you're doing addition with decimal fraction, if there is no decimal up, if there is no number after the decimal point, you need to add zeros, correct? So 39.00 plus 700.65. So what will be the answer? It will be 739.65. Now let us see subtraction. 85.96 minus 2.35. So the second point over here is add or subtract digits in the same place value position. Bring decimal straight down into the answer. So if there is 0, 0, you just have to bring the decimal number straight down. So 85.96 minus 2.35. So the answer is 63.61. So you just have to normally minus it. But remember that there is a decimal point also. So you need to mention the decimal point properly. Okay? So hence children, like you do the addition and subtraction in mathematics, you should also do addition and subtraction in your real life also. Subtract all the problems. Subtract all the worries from your mind. Subtract all the tension from your mind and add happiness, positivity, and a great outlook of your life will open for you. So this is how you nowadays cope up with stress also. So children, make sure you add happiness and you add positivity in your life and subtract negativity. Okay? Hence, in your previous class, you have studied what is decimal fractions, how to write the place value, and addition and subtraction of decimal fractions. So today, we will continue the decimal fraction topic by studying decimal fraction on number line and converting fractions into decimal fractions. Okay, children? So decimal fractions on a number line. So what is a number line? You all have scales in your compass box, right? This is how it looks. Correct, children? So you have a scale from 0 to 15 centimeters. And there are very small lines on it. Okay? So the number line from 0 to 1. So we will only take a number line from 0 to 1. Okay? So 0 to 1 centimeters. So the space between the two whole numbers 0 and 1 is divided into 10 equal sections. Each of the hash mark represents an extra tenth. So if you see in your number line, if you see in your scale, which is a number line, you will see these marks which I have written as 0.1, which I have written as 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 till 0.9. These are very small lines, correct? So these small lines, these are the hash marks which represents an extra 10. This says from 0 to 1, it goes as 0.1 to 0.9. So this is how you write decimal fractions on a number line, children. We will see this with the help of a video. Okay, and we will even solve few questions on it. So let us begin.
Hello everyone. So this is a number line. I have drawn a number line from 0 to 8. Okay. We have just seen that the whole number is divided in equal parts with the 10th value. So if you see 0, then these are small hash. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when it comes to 10, the number becomes 1. Correct? So now we are going to do some problems based on the number line. So the first problem is 3.5. Now you have to mark 3.5. Now where is the whole number? So this is a whole number, right? So we have to mark. Now we will go to the whole number. Now this is whole number 3 and it's at 3.5. This is a decimal number. So 3.5. Then we will start number 3. Then we will start counting this hash. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here comes our 0.5. So we will mark over here 3.5. This is how you do the marking on a number line. You need to start counting the hash lines from your whole number. So now we have this 0.8. Now 0. Now we will come to the 0. Then we will start counting from 0.8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then we will mark here 0.8. Now the third sum is 1.9. So now we know this is whole number 1. This is 0.5. Then we will start counting from 0.5. We have this 0.9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this becomes 1.9. Now the fourth sum is 4.2. Whole number 4. And then we start counting. It is 1, 2, right? This is 0.5. 1, 2. Then we write whole number 4.2. And then last is 2.7. Same, we come to a whole number 2. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we take an arrow and then we write 2.7. This is how you do the marking. Okay, you mark the decimal point or decimal fraction on a number line. Children, I hope you understood this. Thank you.
I hope you all learned how to do the marking on a number line. Correct? So now we will see what are common fractions. Common fraction. Now what is a fraction? It is a part of whole. Fraction is a part of whole. Correct? Now this is a whole pizza of 8 slices. If I remove one slice, then that one slice will become a part of this whole pizza. So 1 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th one. So the whole pizza consists of 8 slices. If I remove 1, it will be 1 upon 8. Correct? Now examples are 1 by 2, 3 by 4. So numerator is 1 and 3. So we all know what is a numerator, right? And denominator is 2 and 4. See, this is a very nice image. It says, hi, I am a numerator. The number 4 says, I am a numerator. And number 6 says, hi, I am a denominator. Together, we are fraction. So this is how a fraction is shown. Now we need to convert this common fraction into decimal fraction. And now we will see that. If the denominator of a common fraction is 10, 100, 1000, it can be written in a decimal fraction, but with the help of these 3 statements. Now let us see what are these 3 statements one by one. So the first statement is, if there are more digits in the numerator than zeros in the denominator, then count as many digits from the right of the number of zeros and place the decimal point before those digits. So you need to count the numbers. So if the numerator has more digits than the zeros in the denominator, then you have to count the zeros. How many zeros you have in the denominator? Then you have to go to the numerator and count how many from the right hand side. You will count the 0 is only 1, then you will count only 1 digit and then place the decimal point. Let us see an example. 723 divided by 10. And how will we write it in decimal fraction? Now we have only 1 0. So we will count only 1 digit. So 3, and then we will place a point. Correct, children? We will count only 3 and then we will place a point. Because it says if there are more digits in the numerator than the zeros in the denominator, then count as many digits from the right as the number of zeros. So there is only 1 0. So we will count only one number. Let's see second example. 51250 divided by 100, which is equals to, now how will we count? How many zeros? 2 zeros. Now we will count 2 digits from the right hand side. 0, 5, and then put the decimal point. 0, 5, decimal point. Then it is 512.50. Now the third example. 5138 divided by 1000. How many zeros? 3 zeros. So you will count 3 digits from the right hand side. 1, 2, 3, and then you place the decimal point. This is how you place a decimal point if there are more digits in the numerator than the zeros in the denominator. Now let us see the second statement. If there are many digits in the numerator as zeros in the denominator, place the decimal point before the number in the numerator and a 0 in the integer space. Let us see this with an example. 7 upon 10. So 7 divided by 10. So how many digits in the numerator? Only 1. How many zeros in the denominator? Only 1. So first place the decimal point before 7. So there is no number, right? There is no number after 7. So before 7. So we will only write 0. So 0.7. 54 upon 100. So 54 divided by 100. How many zeros? 2 zeros. How many digits? 2 digits. So we will add the decimal point in front of 54 and then we will write a 0 in the integers place. So 0 is in integer place, right? And the third is 725 divided by 1000, which is equals to, we will place the point before 725. Why? Because there are 3 zeros and there are 3 digits, and then we will write 0 in the integers place. So this is how you will write a decimal point if there is a second statement, which is if there are as many digits in the numerator and as many zeros in the denominator, the same number of digits in the numerator and the same number of zeros in the denominator, then you will place the decimal point before the number and add a 0 in the integers place. Okay children, now let us see the third statement. If there are fewer digits in the numerator than the zeros in the denominator, place 0 before the digit in the numerator to make the total number of digits equal to the number of zeros in the denominator. Then place a decimal point before them and add a 0 in the integers place. Example, this one you will only understand when you see an example. So what did the statement say? The statement said if there are fewer digits in the numerator. So right now there is only one digit in the numerator and there are more zeros in the denominator, correct? So 8 divided by 100. So there is only one digit and there are 2 zeros. So then we will write 8. When there are 2, we need to fulfill how many zeros? There are 2 zeros. We need to fulfill 2 digits. So 8, then 0, then add a point. And then in the integers place again a 0. This is how you write the third statement. Okay? One more example. 8 divided by 1000. How many zeros in the denominator? 3 zeros. So we have one digit in the numerator. Now we need to add 2 more digits. Then it will become 3 zeros. Right? So 8, 0, 0. Then add a point. Then 0. This is the way you write the third statement. If there are fewer digits in the numerator than the zeros in the denominator, place 0 before the digits in the numerator to make the total number of digits equal to the number of zeros in the denominator. Then place a decimal point before the number and add a 0 in the integers place. It's very simple, children. I hope you are understanding, okay? So these are the 3 statements and you need to understand these 3 statements. How you place the decimal point. If there are more digits in the numerator, if there are same number of digits in the numerator and the denominator, if there are less number in numerator and more number in denominator, and more zeros in denominator, correct? And this is how you place the decimal point. Now, if the denominators are, now to convert the common fractions into decimal fractions, having the denominators other than 10 or 100 or 1000. So if the denominators are 2 or 20 or 200 or 4 or 40 or 5 or 25 or 8, then children, remember this below chart. Okay, just make sure that you write this below chart down and paste it on your wall, because this will come very handy. Now if the denominator is 2 or 20 or 200, multiply this numerator and denominator by 5. Why? Because if you multiply the numerator and denominator by 5, your output of the denominator will come as 10 or 100 or 1000. If the number is 220 or 200. If the denominator is 4 or 40, multiply numerator and denominator by 25. That is, and the output will be, so 25 into 4 will be 100 and 25 into 40 will be 1000. If the denominator is 5, multiply numerator and denominator both by 2. So the output will be 10 of the denominator. Then if the denominator is 25, multiply by 4 both numerator and denominator. So the output will be 100. And if the denominator is 8, remember children, if the denominator is 8, you need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 125. Let the numerator be any number. If your denominators are any of these numbers, multiply both numerator and denominator by this list. Okay? Now we will go ahead and solve few problems based on this chart. Okay, now let us go and watch a video on how to solve these problems.
Hello children. So we just now studied this chart. If the denominator is, then you have to multiply both numerator and denominator by these numbers. Now let us solve few questions or few problems on it. I have solved the first one for you, so it will be much easier. The first question is 3 divided by 5 is equals to 3 into 2 divided by 5 into 2. Why did I divide it by 2? Because my denominator is 5. And in the chart it says if my denominator is 5, I have to multiply it by 2. So my denominator comes as 10. So 3 into 2 is 6 divided by 10. And we all know how to write a decimal fraction, correct? Then we write it 0.6 because there is same number of numerator and denominator. Now let us see a second example. 21 divided by 2. Our denominator is 2, so we will multiply by 5. And we will multiply the numerator also by 5. So the answer comes as 10. Over here, 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10. 105. So over here we will write 105. Children, the denominator is 10. So we will count how many digits? Only 1 because there is only 1 0. So 10.5. Now the third question. 25 divided by 8. 25 divided by 8. The number comes as 125. So we have to multiply by 125, correct? So here also we will write 125. The answer is given here. It is 3125. They have already mentioned the point. Hence children, in the first question, they have given you how to solve it. Now in the second, convert the common fractions into decimal fractions. It is one and the same. Now 17 divided by 20. Now we will write it in this manner. 17 divided by 20. We all know if the denominator is 20, we will multiply it by 5. So 17 into 5 comes as 85 divided by 5 into 20 or 20 into 5 is 100. Now we have same number of digits in numerator and denominator. So the zeros are also 2 and the numerator digits are also 2. So then we will write the digits and then we will place a Z point. So 0.85 is your answer. Now let us solve the second example. 36 divided by 40. So if the denominator is 40, we will multiply it by 25 into 25. So 36 into 25. Children, please do the calculation. I have already done this calculation. So 36 into 25 is 900. 900 divided by 1000. 40 into 25 is 1000. So now we all know our basics, correct? We will cancel the zeros. Now it is 9 by 10. We have only one digit in the numerator and 1 0 in the denominator. So we will write 9 point and then in the integers place 0. 0.9 is your answer. Now let us do a very simple one. Okay? 2 divided by 20. If the number is 20, we will multiply it by 5. So 2 into 5 is 10. Then over here 20 into 5 is how much, children? 100. Correct? So 0, 0 cancel. So now 1.0. So 0.85 is your first answer, 0.9 is your second answer and your third is 0.1. I hope children you understood this concept. Okay, thank you.
I hope you all understood how to solve the problems if the denominators are 2, 20, 200, 5, 25, 8, 4 or 40. Okay children. Now we will go ahead and see how the decimal fraction can be converted into common fractions. We just now saw how the common fraction can be converted into decimal fraction. Now we are going to see the opposite. So in numerator, write the number by ignoring the decimal point. In the denominator, write 1 followed by as many zeros as there are decimal places in the given number. So let us see this with an example. So the first example is 26.4. Now the first line says, in numerator, write the number by ignoring the decimal point. Okay, we will ignore the decimal point and we will write 264. Now we will make the sign of divide. Now we will divide. Now in the denominator, why division? Because it said in the denominator. So we need to put the sign of division. So in the denominator, write 1. Now we will write 1 in the denominator, followed by as many zeros as there are decimal places in the given number. So children, how many decimal places? Only 1, correct? So we will write only 1 0. So there is only one place, so 1 0. Now let us see one more example. 0.04 equals to 4 divided by 100. Why? The first line says ignore the decimal point. So when we ignore the decimal point, it becomes 004. So 004 does not have 00 does not have a value now. So we will remove the 00 and we will only write 4 divided by how many numbers were there after the decimal point? 2, correct? So we will write 1 and then we will add 2 zeros. This is how you convert decimal fractions into common fractions when these numbers are given. Okay children, I hope you understood how to convert decimal fraction into common fractions. When your denominators or when there is a decimal point, right? 2, 26.4, 0.04. Okay. Now conclusion. So children, before giving conclusion, I want you all to think critically. So uh, there are multiple aspects, correct? So you did a number line, you did decimal fractions into common fractions. You converted those. There were three statements. So children, whenever you do these problems, please think critically. Okay? Make sure that you ask yourself how are you doing it and why are you doing it. Okay, children? So children, always write properly. Always think properly and write. So today we learned decimal fractions on number line, converting common fractions to decimal fractions, and decimal fraction to common fraction. I hope you all enjoyed the session. Okay. Now please fill in the Google form. The link is given in the description. This is the link. It is also given in the description. You just have to click on it, go to the Google form, fill in your details and answer the questions based on today's topic. And now comes your homework. You have to solve the question number 1. Write proper numbers in the boxes. Solve question number 2 and question number 4. Okay? Convert common fractions into decimal fractions. Now these are common fractions. You just need to convert it into decimal fractions. We have just done this. Okay? 4 upon 5, 9 upon 8, 17 upon 20. Please make sure that you solve these sums. Convert the decimal fractions. Now decimal fractions into common fractions. We also have seen how to do it. Okay, 90.8, 3.12, 39.15 and 70.400. Please solve these decimal fractions into common fractions. Refer textbook for all the questions. These all questions are given in your textbook, children. Please refer to that. Okay, and complete your homework. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Thank you so much.